Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are live here in Byhalia, Mississippi at Sweet Swine of Mine Distributing. We're having a little small mini pot tonight. We not normal our mini pot. We decided to bring back mini pot this week, and a lot of people couldn't do it, so we decided to go forward ahead. We have some guests from out of town, and I'll tell you about that here in a little bit. But we decided to go ahead and have mini pot. I think we got what? 1, 2, 3, 5 with us here tonight, including Mark Lambert. We got a bunch of stuff going on. We got carne asada and got some Conecuh sausage. Tortillas warmed. Man, we've had a little fold up burrito kind of thing. Man, it's good stuff. And we're just having a good Thursday night, getting ready to go to Boonville tomorrow and help out grilling for LeBonner in honor of Mason Burns. And it's always a good contest over there. And raise a lot of money for a good cause, the FedEx House and LeBonner Children's Hospital. So we are going over there and see if we can take our shot at 3 more steaks. Doing some stuff over there. I see dumping charcoal over there. That's what had me a little distracted. But Lambert just got back from the Royal. And speaking of the Royal, we have tonight the winner of the Invitational American Royal of Kansas City. Fire by the end of the day. Is that right? At the end of the day. Fire at the end of the day. Scott and Mark. Is that right? All right. And we'll bring them on here a little bit and ask them about that experience. And Jeff Maynard's in the house. What up? We're going to Boonville this weekend also. And let me get a quick share in. See what's going on. Yeah, we're sharing it right there. All right, so if you're watching, you're having a good time. Share it with your friends, tell your family. Also, last week, I went to the movies, took my mom and dad to see The Blind, the true story of Phil Robertson. Absolutely wonderful. Take as many people as you possibly can. It is a true, inspiring story. That God can save anybody. And you are not so far from God that he can't save you. And it is a great story. So I highly recommend it. Mike Brown in the house. Whoa. What's happening?
How you doing?
Good, brother. You cooked at Bartlett, didn't you?
I did.
How'd that go?
I did. It actually did well.
Good deal.
You figure we've been out there every time, except for last year when my surgery stuff would happen. But they even made the comment that we haven't been out there and not walked with a check or a trophy.
Every time you went, you walked.
Every time we went, we walked. This time here, we took a 10th overall, 5th in beef. My grandson, Logan, 3 generations. Logan did all this. It was a beef slider with poblano cheese, bacon, and a homemade green tomato bacon jam.
Oh,
on a Hawaiian bun.
Get down.
My grandson, he's 17.
Yeah.
So the rest was, we just kind of rocked a little bit of rib and just rocked a little bit of, some pulled pork. Overall, it was a great contest.
It was a great contest. Good cook.
Yes.
Family involved.
Yes,
awesome stuff.
Yes, sir.
I swear Mark Lambert's here. He's right over there. I haven't, there is no old school with Mark and Ashley without Mark Lambert. So
he's not in Mexico.
He's not in Mexico.
Texas.
He's not in Kansas City.
He's not in Florida.
He's not in Florida. He's not.
By heck yeah.
By hell yeah, Mississippi. What's up, guys? Big Nasty in the house. Steve Hughes, what's happening, brother? Yep. So last week we went to Tuscumbia, Alabama. Mark, and then we're at the Royal. I went to Tuscumbia, cooked a couple steaks. Did all right. Got a walk in 7th place in Stake A. We won't talk about Stake B, but it was a good day. We had a good time, and it was a real good day. Good day to get a walk. I hope we raised some money for the Mission Q over there in Calvary Baptist Church in Tuscumbia, Alabama. First time in Tuscumbia. Didn't know it was Helen Keller's birthplace. Sitting there looking at her house. That's more than I can say for her. She never looked at her house. So, sorry, that was a bad joke. I told that Saturday, and I shouldn't have said it again. Slap on my hand. But Helen Keller didn't know where she lived. Somebody had to tell her.
That's all right. I told her I went to see her, but she wouldn't talk to me.
The fact that she never got to see Big Jim is really disappointing. Everybody's looking at this pan. Mike Graham, bring that over here. I want to show that on camera so we can sell about 50 of them things.
Big Jim done got his.
Big Jim done put his hands on one.
Big truck, thick, solid. Looks like it will contain heat. Got a good thick bottom up for your heat displacement.
Yeah. This is
Mamma Jamma.
This is a bad little chicken fryer right here, boys. Everybody needs one of these, especially on a Sunday afternoon after church. Get a little grease in there hot and cut up your chicken pieces and go ahead and fry them out. That's what happens here.
Do some fillets if you want to.
Yeah, chicken strips. I'm not hurting, but I like bone-in chicken a little bit. You can fry that up like Grandmama used to. This is McWare and Mamou, Louisiana. And I bet if you call Mark Lambert, he'll tell you how much this thing is, and he'll say you want her 50. About $100 plus tax to get you one?
Yep.
All right. Fine made craftsmanship down here in Louisiana. I think this might be my birthday present. My wife don't know yet.
I'm not going to say that I'm not thinking about it now that I look at it.
Look,
That bottom's got that spacer across there, so you know it's got all that extra metal in the bottom.
Yeah.
I've
So
been
you're gonna
thinking
get like
about
a
fried
diverter?
chicken since I put it in the truck.
Really nice. I mean, you can do a lot of things with it, but I see it and I say, chicken.
Where's my Cajun friend?
Yeah,
Where's Maynard?
yeah. Maynard knows what to do with that pot.
Yeah, let's do a little pan sear on some chicken.
So,
Roll it over, put a bunch of tomatoes and all that goodies on it.
oh, I gotta ask. Mark Lambert did some chicken legs at the Royal, and we gotta talk about that a little bit. See, he said, "Yeah, fry them up like Grandma used to." Exactly.
Yes, sir.
So, tell me what you did. What's up, brother? Tell me what you did with these chicken legs I heard about last night.
Well, a lot of folks don't understand the process of creating flavor.
Yeah.
They don't understand why you can put something in a crock pot and it's good, and then how you can brown something in a pot and it's better.
Yeah.
So when you brown stuff, you make flavor. And so we were going to make a little chicken demi-glace.
Mm-hmm.
Just a rich chicken gravy,
Yeah.
like reduced rich gravy. And the first step to that is browning meat. So you brown meat in cast iron.
Yeah.
So we browned the chicken legs in the cast iron. And then we threw in a bunch of onions and just the tiniest bit of celery and the tiniest bit of carrot.
Yeah.
And let it cook a little bit. Put in 3 bottles of water.
Yeah.
And just brought it up to a nice roll and simmer. And every once in a while we go through there and stir it. And then it slowly reduced on itself. And it's just sucked all that flavor out of that brown meat. And the onions and all the aromatics, everything blended together. And it got down to where it just got to the point that you thought it started sticking to the pot again.
Yeah.
So when it did that, we added just a tiny bit more water, stirred it around until everything got incorporated, pulled the meat out of it, and then put the immersion blender in it. And the immersion blender just emulsified everything really well, added a couple pats of butter, and it was pretty well done.
Yeah.
And everybody come by there and grab one of those chicken legs, and they said, "Man, this chicken's good. What'd you do this? What did you put on this chicken?" So we put brown on it.
Yeah. Absolutely nothing.
We put brown on it. All we did was brown it, and it tasted like it had done been salted and seasoned by just browning the meat.
Yeah.
And I mean, and then I said, dip it in that bowl over there. somebody come out there and we're having to dip that chicken leg in that bowl of that gravy, and they were like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah.
And then it had seasoning, you know, but just brown chicken, tender. When you brown, and it's just like cooking barbecue. People in barbecue restaurants, most people in successful barbecue restaurants don't necessarily put a lot of seasoning on their meat before they cook it.
Yeah.
But they brown it in the smoker. It
Yeah.
gets a bark on it. It browns, and that creates some flavor. Then they season it with stuff after.
Yeah.
It's just, you know, it's a lot more economical. And the outcome on a bun or whatever on a plate,
With sauce, it's going
just
to
as
be
good.
exactly the same.
Yeah.
And you taste more of the meat instead of
Yep.
the seasoning that you have on.
So making flavor, just like browning a steak, just putting a good sear on a steak, how much flavor it creates.
Yeah.
Same deal. It's that Maillard reaction, they call it.
Yeah.
That creates flavor. And that's all we did, was just created its own seasoning.
What does that Chef Ann with the crazy hair on on Food Network? She goes, she goes, brown food good. So that's exactly what we're talking about. Brown food's good.
Yep.
If you brown that meat, just whatever, if you're doing carne guisada like we had here tonight, or whatever you're cooking, if you're cooking meat in that pan, brown it off, and you're gonna have natural flavors there automatically.
The pan he's showing in the back.
Yeah.
Brown your meat in there. Flip it around, get all your juices, and then stack whatever you're going to
Yeah. Stack some onions and some butter and all that in there afterwards, and scrape up that bottom.
But if you start with brown, it'll be better.
Yeah, that's right. Well, there are two guests free to come over and talk to us a little bit. We got people asking about y'all. Adam Kaufman says, "What up, Mark? Where's that Royal GC dude?" So let's come over here and talk to Mark and Scott. And these guys, and they're in town, and they are the grand champions of the Invitational at the American Royal, right?
Yes. I'm just the number one runner in the country.
You're just the food runner?
I'm
Is
the
that
food
right?
runner, number one in the country.
Number one in the country. That's a world champion food runner right there.
That's it.
That's right. So, man, how long have you been cooking? Well, how'd you get into it and that kind of thing?
We started around 2016 was our first competition. We only did one contest our first year.
Yeah.
Did a couple more after that. Got to 5, 10 a year. So right now I think we'll do 15 this year.
Is it mainly around Connecticut, in the Northeast area
In the
where you
Northeast,
cook?
Yep,
Yeah.
primarily my wife and I, and then we'll go out. We'll do contests that are less than 4 hours or so.
Yeah. I got you. What changes between? Does anything change determining where you cook? Does Northeast flavors different from, say, in the South or Midwest like Kansas, or is it kind of the same?
We cooked what we cooked in the North. So we really didn't switch up a whole lot.
Yeah.
And we generally cook things that we enjoy to eat.
Okay.
There's certain sauces that we don't really care for. We know other teams will use them.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I want to be able to eat the leftovers, right?
Yeah.
So it's that.
So you don't just use a product because that's what everybody else is using,
Correct.
or that's what the trends are.
Yep.
You like the barbecue you
Yep.
cook,
Yep.
and you present that to the judge the best way. I think, definitely different in the KCBS part because it's just blind box, But in Memphis in May or the Memphis Barbecue Network, where we come out of, where you have to present it to a judge
Yep.
right in front of you, you really have to believe in what you're doing. So if you're just trending with everybody else, it's kind of hard to believe in. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yep.
these flavors that you're familiar with or that you've kind of grown up with, and you cook your barbecue and hope they like it today. You know what I'm saying? And that's all we can hope for.
Yep.
So you've been cooking since 2016, not very long, 7 years on the circuit.
Yep.
Is this your first world championship major win?
First major win, first time at the American Royal.
Oh, really?
Yep.
That's neat, man. That's neat. What And so of course you're making the swing back. You're going back home, or you in?
No, we're in town. We're gonna do the Jack Daniels next weekend.
Oh, you're just staying in the
Yeah.
area to do the Jack
Stay
Daniels
in the
next
area,
weekend.
do the Jack Daniels, cut down on the ride home. So
That's
we'll cook
right.
that next week, and then we'll be at actually Royal Oak the weekend after.
Oh, the Royal Oak Invitational.
Yep.
Okay,
Yep. So
cool,
we'll
cool,
do
cool.
Georgia on the way home. And
Yeah.
then we'll head home.
Yeah, cool, man. Just wanted to touch base with you, and man, congratulations,
Excellent.
world champion. You can't. I mean,
Yeah.
This was the invitational side.
Yep.
The open side with all the controversy. There's not these guys.
Yeah.
They're sorry that happened. It's a terrible deal. But we hope to never see stuff like that. But errors happen and that kind of thing. But man, y'all must have had a great cook. What were you really happy with? And what were you like, man, they're not gonna like this, or did you knew you hit a home run?
We knew the chicken was good. Generally, chicken's our best category.
Yeah.
So my wife pays attention to that, and then we all kind of help out on the other meats.
Yeah.
Ribs are probably our strongest category this year, and the ribs were, the ribs that we had. Pork was kind of cooked a little different on the cooker. It seemed to take a little bit longer.
It takes ride a little longer.
Yeah, not really sure why, but kind of paid attention. Doneness was good, and then the brisket finished good tenderness, but we spent a lot of time finishing it.
Yeah.
So we'd actually handed the leftovers over to another team, and they had tried it, and one of them really enjoyed the pork, another really enjoyed the brisket, and we weren't really
You got
sure.
some good feedback. Yeah.
So we went to awards, just kind of hoping to hear our name called, somewhere along
Somewhere
the
in
way.
the top
Yeah.
25 of one of the categories, right?
Anyone, yeah, and we got a 7th in pork, and we were over the moon on that, and super excited. Like, all right, the person that said the pork was good was right
Was
on.
dead
I was
on,
like,
yeah.
All right. And then the brisket call came. We got 3rd with a 180, and we were up on the stage, and we hadn't really understood at that point. 3rd's kind of tough because we had a 180, and 1st gets the really cool trophy.
Yeah.
So we were kind of looking around, and we were like, excited to have the good call, and then a little bummed, like,
How close we were.
how do you do any better? And the big trophy's right there,
Yeah.
So happy for the folks that got the 1st place and them, but at the same time we were like, oh well, kind of mixed a little bit. You know? And then they started calling top 20, top 10, and we knew the ribs and the chicken were okay. We didn't know where they scored, but the other 2 were there, so we thought, all right, maybe top 10. And it was maybe 5, and then it got to the end, and it's like, did we just miss? And it came through, and I still don't think it's settled in. It's pretty mind blowing overall.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. It's amazing. Like I've been, I was with Mark last year. Well, not last year, but the year before when he won MMA in the shoulders, and you just kind of had that. If you ask him, we kind of had that feeling. Not that today could be his day. You know what I'm saying? Like, and before we went to Cook's Church. Before we went to Cook's Church that morning, he dropped a shoulder on the ground, and he had done that before. The last time he did that, he won a world championship. So he kind of felt good about it. He's like, "Hey, this is all right now. That's not a bad thing. Don't get flustered. It's not a bad thing." So sometimes it just in barbecue, as many times you cook, sometimes it just has to be your day.
Yep.
That it's meant to be. That it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what happens if your pork falls on the ground, if your fire goes out, if whatever happens. Sometimes it's just your day.
Yep.
And man, congratulations again.
excellent.
Tell us the story. I want to know the story about how you started, what came up with the name.
Oh yeah. I like barbecue team
Yeah.
names. Go ahead and tell me that.
So we cook on a Jambo.
Okay.
First Jambo I had was a J3, and we would cook at different people's places, right? Friend's house, have a party, do some ribs, whatever. And at the end, what we would do is we would start a large fire just to burn out everything that was left. And that became our fire at the end of the day. So when we started to cook, the big fire at the end meant you finished the cook, you were done, kind of sent it, and you were waiting as it goes. So that's
how it came
That's how it
about.
came
Fire
about.
at the end of the day.
Yep.
Good story.
Yep.
That is a great story.
Yes.
so.
Mark's sweet swine of mine happened to happen in a bathroom. So I'm glad nothing happened in a bathroom.
We'll just float the grand masters of cooking disasters out there and let your brain go wherever you want to go with it.
And Adam Kaufman must be a fan or a friend. Or is he a friend?
Yeah.
All right, he's commenting on here. And I didn't even think about this. It's short for fatted.
Yep.
Fire at the end of the day.
Yep.
Fatted. Fated.
That's where I come in.
Is that? Hey, brother, that's where I come in. There has to be a fat friend in all of this.
Ain't no skinny cooks here.
Yeah. So we got Marcio Berguzin. He said, "Huge congratulations." He's not known to not win, so he's a big winner in the NBN circuit and Memphis May also. So he's one of the better hog cooks in the country. So Joe Wilson asked them to place in order of their choice: boiled peanuts, boudin balls, or squirrel.
I might go with the boudin balls.
Boudin balls.
Yeah.
I think I'll just say.
And then
yes,
boiled
please.
peanuts, and then the
Yeah.
squirrel would be
I
at the
think
end.
so.
Y'all eat a lot of
Yeah.
squirrel in
I
Connecticut?
just got a question. Did the boiled peanuts come off with the squirrel?
No. That's a good question.
Not huevos.
If you're
No
judging the squirrel cook-off, you might eat squirrel testicles.
It'll be
Yeah.
satted squirrel at the end of the day.
Yeah, that's right. So, guys, congratulations again.
Excellent.
Welcome to Mississippi. I don't know how many times you've been to Mississippi, but
A few times, but this is the coolest time and the best place. For sure.
this is like Fat Boy Disney World is what we call it.
Yeah.
So anything you can want to eat, and it's always a good meal. And then any cooker you want to look at, you can come put your hands on it. Sweet Swine of Mine right here in beautiful Byhalia, Mississippi. But y'all have a safe trip home. We'll be pulling
thank
for
you.
you.
Appreciate it.
And we'll be pulling for you at the Jack. We'll be pulling for you at the Royal Oak Invitational. So
Appreciate it.
you got a friend here in Mississippi.
Yeah,
Thank y'all
thank
very
you.
much. For
Is
having
a
me.
Royal Oak the weekend after the Jack?
Yeah.
Weekend after.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool deal.
So.
All
Excellent.
right.
Thank you.
Thank y'all. Thank y'all.
Thank you.
All right. Well, that was cool. Good to have them. I knew I liked, boudin balls. Great choice. Yep. Mark tried to convince me on squirrel when I was there last time. Great interview, guys. Thanks. That's Adam Kaufman. Yeah, squirrel is a southern delicacy, you know. Like they said in Christmas Vacation, where's Cousin Eddie? He usually eats these damn things. So it's a southern, I guess it's a southern thing. We were so poor, we ate everything. So squirrels and rabbits and that kind of thing was always ready to eat. I don't know if it was because we hunted them in September. It was harvest time and we were all poor, so we decided to start eating squirrels. I'm not sure, but
It was a delicacy, man, when I was growing up.
yeah,
To get to have squirrel and dumplings or fried squirrel and gravy.
yeah. Fried squirrel and gravy and rice. You got to put them in that presto cooker.
I gotta go make rice.
Brains.
Don't forget the brains.
Brains, but
Brains and
put them in a presto cooker, boil them first, and then fry them. It was always
You
good.
know, when we were kids, though, there weren't as many squirrels as there are now. Them things,
You mean variety, or you mean a quantity?
a quantity.
I don't remember there not being
Man,
squirrels.
man. Used to
But
be-
there's squirrels everywhere. But there was always, I mean, in the Delta, we had squirrels like crazy.
I mean, we could go out, we could go down in the swamps and shoot the limit pretty quick on them old tough jokers, you know.
Yeah.
But if you wanted some good eating squirrels, it would take most of the day to get your limit. Now you can shoot your limit out of one tree.
Well, I mean, you look up in a tree in the Delta and you don't know whether it's squirrels or you know, them mosquitoes just landed somewhere. The mosquito's a state bird in Mississippi, if you don't know it. I don't know what time we turn it in this gumbo. I think just whenever everybody's ready. We're just having a good time, fellas. Huh?
8-ish.
It's gonna be about 8-ish.
That's the usual rule.
Yeah. I mean, Dusty still got another quart to put in there.
Oh, it's ours.
His done foamed up over the side.
It is.
Dusty is a container masterpiece. He can make 2 quarts fit in a quart pot anytime. So we have to talk about so Mark he's cooking rice right now, but he was supposed to go out of town this weekend. I don't think they are, and then he's going to the Jack next weekend. And then I can't remember what else is going on.
Jack's a good contest.
Yeah, I think he's just walking around helping, and he's helping out the Mexican team, I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
You go up there as a vendor. You go up there as an ambassador.
Yeah.
I did the ambassador thing for 20 years.
What's on the edge of that cutting board? Buck was eyeballing it hard.
We'll push it back a little, Daddy Dad.
Yeah.
It's still in tongue length, but
Yeah. If you've never had Kaneka sausage, try the spicy and hot. Earlier tonight we had the Cajun. Is that correct?
Yep.
Correct.
So it was good stuff.
Rice is good.
All right, Mark, what are you doing after the Jack?
Arlington, Tennessee.
Oh, that's right, the 21st, Arlington. I forgot that was
Yep,
going
we got
on.
Arlington, Tennessee.
Chris
Yeah.
doing your home.
Chris
gonna do your home.
Chris is doing the home.
Arlington's going to be fun. We're neighbors with Sweet Swine of Mine and Grill Superstore crew. So Marcio will be in Arlington.
That's right. James Cruz is going to be right there with us.
James Cruz.
Yep.
Golly,
Ooh.
that's going to be fun times, man.
Who's who?
Who's who of barbecue. Good
And then
contest.
the weekend after, we got that's Halloween somewhere in there, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really like the 28th. Yeah. Halloween's in the
contest
middle of
going
the
on
week.
then?
I don't know.
Yes, I looked at it today. Okay. Bolivar.
Really?
Is it Bolivar?
Pine Bluff has their KCBS, that big money one. And then Bolivar, okay.
I think Bolivar.
Are you going?
I don't know. Might want to go deer hunting.
Might. Well, we might not be swatting skaters at that point in time.
I know.
Boys, it's my time of year. Mark Lambert, the cool front's upon us. It rained.
Black pot cooking weather.
Yeah, it's gonna be chicken and dumpling time, a little gumbo time, like we're doing tonight. But I'm talking about big pots of gumbo and jambalaya and dirty rice and all.
You need something to warm your bones.
Yeah,
Chili,
cornbread and white beans.
Oh, and chili. We're going to have a chili cook-off in Bahia November 4th.
That's right. November 4th, downtown Bahia, Mississippi. We're gonna have a chili.
I hadn't done it yet, but I was gonna hit Mike Brown up
Yes, sir.
and see if Mike Brown would do a little cook a big old thing of chili and do a little chili cooking demonstration.
It's also Esperanza Bonanza.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
We'll be in Marion cooking steaks.
Yeah, Friday and Saturday.
Yep.
Because we got the Piggly Wiggly going to donate the meats, and we got the McCormick. We're going to get to donate a bunch of seasonings and everything, and then we're going to get that big pot over and make a big pot of chili.
Big pot of chili.
They're going to be People's Choice and judging is going to combine for the scoring.
Yeah.
And we're going to make a big old pot just to give away.
I hear you. So the contestants are going to provide their own People's Choice cups.
Well, no, we're going to give them cut.
Oh,
And we're going to give them
judge and turn in.
judge and turn-ins too, yeah.
So cups for People's Choice are going to be provided, and judge and turn-ins are going to be provided.
And both are going to be real similar styrofoam bowls, you know.
Yeah, that's right. See you guys next weekend down in Lynchburg. Good luck. Okay. That was Adam. He'll see y'all in Lynchburg.
Adam Goldtro?
No, Adam Kaufman.
Oh, Kaufman, okay.
Marcio says, "How about that menudo, bro?"
How about that menudo?
Yeah.
Oh, how about that menudo for cold weather food? Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
for real. You may not like it. It's got the tripos in it. You may not dig on it.
the tripe?
Yep.
Yeah. And the milk sauce.
No.
No, bro.
It's still nice and chewy though. You'd love it.
Really? It's right up there on my texture level. Yeah. Oh,
Got your
God.
name written all over it.
Man, I'm gonna tell you.
Trotters and
As
tripe.
you can tell, this big boy don't spit out a lot, but good gravy.
He locked up when he put the tripe with milk in his mouth.
Yeah.
He said, "Oh."
I said, cool.
He locked up.
I ain't had too many things that I couldn't like chew on and swallow. That wasn't one of them.
Yeah, he
It
locked
was
up.
fighting me.
That's the night we was eating potted meat and what
Oh
else?
yeah, we ate
Vienna
potted meat,
sausage.
Vienna sausage. We was picking the best ones.
Yeah.
And come to find out, we found out that the chicken Vienna sausage from Armour
Is the
won
best
that
one.
deal out.
On the shelf at the regular grocery store, Armour chicken Viennas were the best.
That's right. So
Go figure. Now you know.
go figure. Get you some hot sauce. And we ate. Remember, we had surf and turf,
Yeah.
and we had the like smoked oysters in the cans, sardines. And look, we did this during the summer, and this was at my house. You know how happy my wife was when she come home and all that open.
She
can?
said, "What happened in
What
here?"
is going on? You know we gotta sleep here, right? We had these open cans of sardines and oysters. It was nice. So, but man, that was
like
good.
the hot dog factory right next to the tuna processing plant.
yes, and it was about 110 outside. So
We wasn't opening no doors.
no, exactly. So it's kind of warm, still kind of muggish today.
It's a little muggy. It rained all day. Almost.
It did rain all day. It's supposed to be a little warm tomorrow, and then like Saturday, high like 65, 67. I'm down with that. Low 43. I'm good.
Yep.
That's fine weather. We're cooking in Bahia, like I said. We're cooking chili Friday night, 1 steak. And then Saturday, 2 steaks. Anything pasta and dessert and a kid's hot dog is going down in Boonville again to raise money for.
We didn't talk about the Pigapalooza.
Oh yeah,
We got to talk about Pigapalooza.
yeah. We gotta talk. I got a picture from Malou that was kind of crazy.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
It is a lot crazy.
Yeah.
So it worked out kind of weird. Stretch, he cooked the pig and put it on a stripper pole,
I saw that.
Yeah.
and it was spinning around, and it had a buffet bed of veg under it, and it had like fake hundies all in it.
Yeah.
And then, so we had a whole storyline. So the whole storyline was that, she got kicked out of the house, straight out of high school, got to pay rent. She's on the pole.
Yeah, that's right.
And then you moved on to the shed. Well, the shed cooked 2 robo-hogs.
Uh-huh.
And so they said, all right, she done found her boyfriend, and they moved in together.
Yeah, they staying together.
They staying together. And so they had 2 in there. So that was the storyline as it went through.
Yeah.
And then after they stayed together a while, they come over to us, and they was consummating the marriage.
Yeah, and they just got married.
They just got married, and they was consummating the marriage right there.
Yeah.
Straight up missionary style.
I mean, the preacher was still there.
Yeah, he's right there.
Yeah.
Presiding.
Presiding over the whole thing.
Yeah. And then once they left that, they went next door to Boys Night Out, and the old girl done got knocked up and had 3 piglets laying there next to her. And then
Somebody done thought this thing through.
no, it wasn't thought out. That was the thing.
Really?
It just happened.
It just happened that way?
It just happened that way.
That's so awesome.
And we just started thinking about it. We just put it together, one and one together in our head.
That y'all had to go in that order, right?
We had to go in that order.
Yeah.
It had to fit the story.
Yeah.
And then, meanwhile, you got Mama and the nursing the 3 youngins right here. And then the next one was down at Ace's Wild, and it was just deadbeat dad. Everybody drinking at the bar.
So it did come all together. Rodney James, it says, where are they cooking in Bahia, or is it just y'all?
It's on the square.
It's
in
downtown Bahia.
Downtown, right there by the bank and all.
The town of Bahia is throwing this contest.
Yep.
They asked Mark Lambert to help out with the judging and the teams and all that kind of stuff.
They're going to handle the sponsors and vendors and, all the logistics. I'm just getting the judging and the teams together.
That's right. Marcio says, "Wow, that looks like a kid's storybook."
Not so much.
Not so much. Bobby Oliver said it was a immaculate conception of an idea. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Well, that's interesting about Pigapalooza. I did not know that. I knew Mark's part of the story, but I did not know the rest. And so it's funny how all that happens.
And now you know.
And now I know the rest of the story, like Paul Harvey used to say. And no one's half the battle. He said maybe not. I said you said maybe not. That's not really a kid story, but we're going to go with it anyway. So, we talked about the chicken pot. We talked about upcoming contest. November 4th, we talked about the chili cook-off, but also there's the Esperanza Bonanza in Marion on that day. We're going to cook a steak on Friday night, and then there's going to be some barbecue going on and all that. And then I'm cooking 2 steaks on Saturday, so it's going to be probably my final contest of the year. Unless I don't have a golden ticket by then, I might be going to Carlisle on the day after Thanksgiving. But that's a have-to situation, I think. So, not that I wouldn't mind going over there to cook, but I'd like to spend some time with the family too, and not cook a steak. But if I don't have my GT by then, I might get one more shot at it. So, but yeah, I think that's what's going to happen. What else is new?
The wife got COVID, and the boys got COVID.
Goodness. What about you? You been tested?
No, I'm pretty good.
You pretty good. Okay, cool.
I feel like if I had the COVID, I'd know something was wrong.
Yeah. I mean, both your family members are like well on in it, right?
Yeah. Weston just started feeling bad yesterday, really.
Yeah.
Well, not before last, really.
Night before last. Gotcha.
And Bracy started feeling bad on Monday.
When y'all got back from the Royal.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. She fly back, or she rode back with you?
We
She
rode-
flew there.
Yeah, me and her and Malou rode back together.
I got you. One-way trip to Kansas City.
That's right.
Man, I might need a popsicle just because it's warm. Greg, 2 G's and no cheese, says Awards of Excellence is open for MBBQA.
Okay.
Judging December 9th. Send product to Kale and Janet Phelps.
Yep, I think we're still doing the judging here.
Okay. Are they sending it here or are they sending it there?
Send it there.
Okay. And Kale and Janet are bringing it here.
Yeah, I think we're doing it here, the judging.
Okay, cool. And that's December 9th here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Spices and barbecue sauce.
Yeah.
Spices and barbecue sauces and cookbooks and whatnot.
Yep. And that kind of thing.
And that kind of thing, and such as
Podcast.
podcasts and things.
Thanksgiving.
We need to get in on that.
Yeah.
Are we considered that?
Yeah.
Speaking of podcasts, y'all go check out Cooking Up a Story with Aaron and Joe's.
For
They
real.
continue
And Joe.
to reach the charts. Go high up on the charts with Cooking Up a Story with Aaron and Joe's. And they just do a really good job with that deal. Barbecue Country.
Season finale next week.
Season finale next week. If you hadn't got caught up on all the episodes, there's a marathon this weekend, October 7th. You can catch it on Barbecue Country. I mean, the Country Network app.
Or if you want to go just watch them individually, you can go to YouTube.
Yeah, that's right. Watch them at your own pace. Go to YouTube. But catch up on all that before the finale. The big show is happening October 11th.
Yeah, on a Wednesday.
Wednesday night, October 11th, 7
That's the
o'clock.
old man's birthday.
No,
All right.
Your old man? October 11th, Maynard's birthday. Send all gifts, cards, and cards right here to
To switch one of
Well, yeah.
Mark it in.
care of Old School with Mark and Ashley. Say Maynard's birthday, 113 Edward Road, Byhalia, Mississippi.
Just mark it in care of executive producer.
Yeah, care of executive producer of Old School with Mark and Ashley. Byhalia, Mississippi, 38611. I believe that's right. Greg Snyder said also they are judging T-shirts. Awesome. Judging T-shirts.
T-shirts, cookbooks, popcorn, crackers, all that good stuff.
If Lambert, when you're not busy, Joe Wilson wants you to talk about that mincemeat pie.
Yeah,
That squirrel mincemeat pie.
that was legit.
We have two judges here from the World Squirrel Cook-Off. That's hard to say, but it rolls off the tongue. World Squirrel. So, Lambo, come talk to me about this deal.
So it had there was a couple of different facets to this dish.
Okay.
The first one being
Was that faucets or facets?
facets.
Okay.
The first one being a braised squirrel leg,
Okay.
and this was the front leg I had. Somebody may have had a back, but I had a front leg.
Okay.
Super tender, and you couldn't really tell how tender it was. It was covered in this kind of an orange. They called it a Creole style peppered steak Diane.
It was
Sauce.
good.
Okay.
And so it looked like, I'm gonna say it looked like a bright like honey mustard cross. It was orange and speckled,
Okay.
but it was peppery and creamy. It was just it complemented the flavor of the squirrel perfect. It was all the flavor was in that sauce.
Yeah.
So they didn't have to worry about the squirrel having a lot of flavor in it. They cooked most of it out when they got it tender,
That's right.
but they covered it in this wonderful creamy peppery Creole sauce.
Okay.
So you had that, and then next to it you had this wild rice with squirrel bits in it, kind of a stir-fried wild rice.
Okay.
That was a good compliment because you could run a little bit of that wild rice over with that sauce and make a good bite out of it.
Okay.
And then up top, they had this squirrel mincemeat pie. And it was kind of, I'm going to call it a cross between a dumpling and a hand pie.
Okay.
Because it wasn't dumpling dough, and it wasn't empanada dough, and it wasn't regular pie crust. It was kind of in between. It was somewhat flaky.
Like a puff pastry or no?
Well, it wasn't even puff pastry. It was a pastry, but it wasn't.
It was thinner than puff.
Yeah, I've never had anything quite like it.
Huh.
But it, of course, had it had squirrel, chopped up squirrel inside it, but it had all the dried fruits that mincemeat has.
Wow.
Inside this pie, and I seemed like it was fried. Don't you think it was deep fried?
Uh-huh.
Because it had a good brown crust throughout.
That's the way Malcolm described it, that it was fried.
Yeah, I believe it was deep fried. And then while the inside had a lot of sweet notes from the dried fruit, it was seasoned really well.
Okay.
And then it had like a hot honey drizzle on the outside of it.
Oh,
It
sounds
was good.
that sounds good.
I wouldn't call it dessert, and I wouldn't call it main course.
Yeah.
It was.
What kind of other things, besides that being the winner, that was the winner of the world? And where were they from? Do you know?
They were.
I don't remember.
Was it Indiana? Was one of them?
May have been.
That was, and they retired or something. They said they were.
They was all barefoot.
They was all
They was all
barefoot.
barefoot.
I mean, we were. You were in Northwest Arkansas. I mean,
They didn't look like that dish.
Well, and that dude had
No,
that
they did not.
camouflage jumpsuit
And onesie.
thing on. Yeah.
Yeah. And then the other guys. I mean, you had a handful of tacos.
But That
Ohio,
one that
Kentucky.
that one that
Okay.
they served in the pineapple, that sweet and sour squirrel,
Yep.
that was pretty good too.
Yeah, served in a pineapple bowl. It was a sweet and sour teriyaki
Teriyaki squirrel.
stir fry.
It was good.
Yep.
Yeah. So
What
you
else?
saw a lot of creative dishes. Wasn't just like fried squirrel.
Oh, there
and
was a
gravy.
squirrel pho.
Oh,
Or I'm calling it more of a ramen, wouldn't you?
ramen.
Yeah.
Squirrel
It's like a
ramen.
squirrel ramen.
Now, the way this works at the World Squirrel Cook-Off, you want to cook over there next year, what you do is you can make anything you want as long as the squirrel is the highlight. And then in the top of your turn-in box, you write a little note of what it is exactly, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Description.
Yeah.
Description.
We even had I don't know, some kind of dumpling with squirrel testicles.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
Those
the
were
business end of the squirrel.
the squirrels got a lot of real estate back here
Yeah,
for their size,
I mean they're nutty,
Those did.
nutty little animals. I'm telling you.
But watching, we had a female judge sitting between me and Malcolm, and her eyes when she read
Squirrel testicles. It reaches a whole new level when you pull the balls out. So, good deal. Well, it's good to see people get creative with the limb chicken.
There was some chefy chef stuff. I'm not gonna lie. It was
Golly. The squirrel fried rice would probably be up my alley right
Ooh,
there.
that does sound good.
Yeah. I mean, if you can make it with Spam, you can definitely make it with squirrel. The thing about the squirrel is getting it tender, you know,
the biggest battle is getting it tender,
because
especially if you're going to use like hind legs and stuff like that.
as much as a squirrel runs, that's some tough little muscles on that dude.
That's where that instant pot pressure cooker.
Yeah. You're gonna put some tenderness on that thing, like Otis Redding. You gotta sing a little Otis to him. Try a little tenderness. All right, we're at 46 minutes in the broadcast. How are we coming on our gumbo? Getting there. The 107-pound carp was good as well.
I didn't get to try that. They had not only did they have a 107-pound Asian carp, they had a small gator that they did up, and then Mark, Dan Judd, and I, and some others, we cooked 45 pounds of squirrel fricassee.
Yeah.
What else did they have?
If you've not been, you owe it to yourself to go.
And I had some barbecued beaver.
Barbecued beaver.
It's good.
You'll eat all kind of protein oddities at the World Squirrel Cook-Off. So make a plan next September to head up to Northwest Arkansas.
An empty stomach.
Yeah.
And you will be happy.
Open mind and empty stomach will take care of you at the World Squirrel Cook-Off, hosted by my man, the meat man himself, Joe Wilson. There is nothing better than Joe Wilson. And did you hear that we had to kill the gator, game and fish confiscated? Yeah, I hear that. Joe Wilson, I think me and you ought to MC the American Royal next year. I'm just putting it out there. If you watched that on Sunday, that was
Didn't watch it.
well, it was bad. I didn't say that out loud, but it was pretty terrible.
Okay, now I'm gonna have to go watch part of it.
Huh?
Now I'm gonna have to go watch a small
Well,
segment of
it was pretty bad. It had nothing to do with the scores. Make sure if you matching sport coats exactly, Joe Wilson. We're thinking on the same level. Make sure the person eats barbecue. If he's gonna MC awards, make sure
It's a no vegan zone.
Yeah, I mean, how do you get to MC the World Barbecue Competition and you're a vegan? I don't understand it.
You put a man bun on them.
I wasn't gonna say all that.
You might want to take that beard and tie it up, put some beads on it.
No, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. If you don't like it, as I am, and Joe Wilson, I don't know if the barbecue world is ready for Joe Wilson on that kind of level.
It would be most epic.
Oh, it would be most epic.
Oh, yeah.
But if any of the barbecue world has been to the SCA World Finals, I don't know that the barbecue world is quite ready for full effect Joe Wilson. I don't know.
No filter.
No filter at all.
If we had Joe and Joe,
Joe and Joe
yeah,
Martinez.
banter,
Yeah, the
Back
banter between them.
it would that you would have an ab workout.
I'd
Yeah,
like to
yeah,
get
yeah.
in on that myself.
Yeah. I would pay to see that. I think it doesn't matter what the scores would be
We
like.
put about 10
if you got
crowns,
Joe and
Crown
Joe.
Cokes, and
Yeah,
Joe
with-
Martinez.
You know, with 500 teams, how many drinks Joe Wilson would have?
Oh, my
It would be a fun time, man. You might be there. You might be there for 4 hours, but you're going to enjoy every minute of it. Every last second of it. I promise you. With Joe Wilson. So I say anybody needs to talk to, at KCBS or American Royal, that I definitely volunteer. I'm sure Joe Wilson can be paid some small amount. He said he'd have to talk to Ken and Brent to see if they'd let him out of his exclusivity clause with the SCA. He's been emceeing our world championships for a while now, and he's one of the best. Definitely, he will keep you entertained in stitches. The meat man, Joe Wilson. Matching sport coats. The only thing that won't be matching about those is the size, my man. I'm a 56 regular. This is coming large. But yeah, I really do want to make the American Royal is on even if I don't get this MC, the American Royal is on my to-go list. It's on my bucket list there, just wanting to go for sure. I think we're going to sit around and judge this gumbo. So we're going to hang tight. We're going to bring it all up here at the table back up here and judge up here. I think we're going. I don't know.
We don't
Nobody told me. This is brand new. I throw my hands up because I don't know what to do with them. But it's almost popsicle time, and if I'm gonna taste some gumbo, I'm probably gonna wait for my popsicle.
Yeah, probably off.
A couple more hours.
A couple more hours on the gumbo?
Of course.
Is rice burning? You should have started about 3 o'clock today.
I should have. I needed a whole another quart. Outside of my pot skirt.
Yeah.
Inside the pot.
That's always how it is.
And then when he cleans it, it burns it out.
That's right. He just flips it over. So what else is going on? Danny, where are you gonna be next?
Marion.
Marion. You're the rep over there?
Mhm.
Awesome. Awesome. Yeah. Y'all get signed up for Eric Johnson's contest right over there. We got 2 here in the county. Y'all need to get signed up for South Haven Fall Fest, the October 14th. And then also in Horn Lake, we are at Delta Tech in Horn Lake on the Friday, the 20th and the 21st of October there. So a single steak on Friday, double steak on Saturday. Y'all get signed up for those at steakcookoffs.com. Get signed up today. If you're not a member of the SCA, come out and join us. Get signed up. And then, hey, if you win, you got a couple of days to get signed up and be a member before you can, if you got your golden ticket. If you get your golden ticket, you can come join us. Well, not me yet, but you can join the rest of the crowd in Fort Worth, Texas. Hopefully I will be there. We'll see. But it's always a good time. We have cooking steak in the parking lot, especially a good time when it's not 100 degrees. So we're looking for highs of 65, 67 in Boonville on Saturday. And that's my kind of weather.
Just so they know that Saturday at the Magnolia at Delta Tech, that's a $1,500 steak.
$1,500 steak. Most time it's $1,000 steak. If you see yourself cooking $1,000 steak, but on Saturday the 21st, on both steaks it's $1,500.
Yep.
Wow.
Friday's 1,000.
Friday's 1,000 and
Saturday's 1,500.
yeah. Is it that way in Boonville this weekend, or is it all thousands?
I think it's all 1,000, but
It's all thousands.
I think.
I think you're
But-
right.
Boonville, stake A and B on Saturday get paid entries.
Oh, it's a super qualifier.
All queued up, hottie toddy, and big gyms are going in, and we're making both of those super qualifiers.
Awesome. Awesome. So if you're the highest qualifier, high scores between A and B collectively,
No,
No.
one for each.
one for each.
Yeah.
Holy smokes.
Yeah.
Good deal. So the winner of that will get a paid entry into the World Finals. Awesome. Sounds good. Sounds good. Sounds good. So come on out. I think as of right now, we got 31 signed up for Friday, 41 signed up for Saturday. So pretty good crowd. Come by my tent. We'll have college football on. And it's going to be a great day to cook a steak, sit around, fellowship with your friends, SEA family, and sit in a lawn chair and cook a steak when you have to and watch TV. Sounds like a good day to me. And Joe Wilson doesn't want to hear that, but it sounds like a good day for the Rebels to beat the Hogs. I don't know. Sounds like a good day to me. So I know these Connecticut people. Oh, Danny, I'm so sorry. I did not realize. I know Connecticut people, but I don't know if you understand. This is college football. You know, we play that sport with 11 on 11. Football, oblong shape. Southeastern Conference. Y'all play football in Connecticut? Yeah. UConn has a team?
Yeah, they play Michigan.
I wouldn't take that out.
What? I mean, what conference are they in? I thought it was just basketball up there. I didn't know.
There's a big football stadium. I just don't know what division it is.
Okay.
UConn has a football team?
I mean, I knew.
Was it UConn?
Not-
Yeah, I hear them.
UConn, UMass.
They
You
always
got a
make
hell
all
of
the way to the
basketball team.
I didn't know, like UConn, UMass. I didn't know how many of those.
There's several. I mean,
end. Yeah,
all up in there in Yankee Land. You got Pennsylvania. You got several teams.
Oh, I knew they did. Those are football
All
playing
up in
schools.
there.
Like they're like Pennsylvania.
Then you even got the Ivy Leagues up there. Got a football team.
Yeah,
They suck, but they got teams.
yeah. Smart kids.
Yeah,
I hear you.
they're trying to play mathematically instead of hitting somebody.
That's right. That's right. They're using those
Yeah.
what's those things? Those starts
Slide
with A.
rule.
I don't know.
If I throw
Abaco-
this trajectory,
Yeah. 67 degrees this way. I don't know. I'm stretching time till this gumbo gets ready. If y'all can't tell, I'm doing a bad job.
So down south, it's all biscuits and gravy and something fried.
Yeah,
Up there,
cornbread.
This slide rules and abacus.
That's what I'm trying to think of. Abacus. What's that thing used for? I've never used one of those.
it's a calculator.
It was hanging on the back of our door in school, but I had no idea what it was.
Bean counter.
Yeah.
When I was in school, we used them.
yeah. But but a company called Texas Instrument hadn't been invented yet. That's why you had to use an abacus.
Yeah.
There was no Texas Instrument. Man, thank goodness for that.
And no Jethro. One goes into one.
Oh, yeah. I know my gazentas. Yeah, that's a good one. So the rice is ready?
Kind of starchy.
Starchy?
It's ready. It'd be good for gumbo. It's kind of starchy.
Really?
I
I'm
missed it too.
I'm going to ask Mr. Lambert how we plan on doing this.
Man, I think we ought to just like
Line them up across here?
line them up across there.
Everybody gets spoons?
Yeah.
And you put them in order of what you think?
See, I mean, we can get a scorecard if you want.
I
I think everybody
we
can
just.
raise their hand.
Yeah, I said we just people's choice to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. You can vote for your own. Or not.
We're up there. Right.
All right, so we got gumbo coming. I'm gonna get some of this out of the way. I'm gonna get some spoons. We might get ready here in just a minute. You're gonna see live judging right here on live action on the.
How many spoons we need?
Everybody, well, we need one for every. Everybody needs one for every bowl, right?
How many bowls we got?
Or should we just? I tell you what, everybody has their own. Let's just put a spoon in each bowl, and we can use these little bowls, right?
Everybody get their own spoon. Okay.
Fine. Yeah, just scoop out of the whatever.
All right, so we need 5 spoons.
Yeah, use those little 2 ounces, Mark.
Yeah.
That'll be a lot.
We're gonna have a shot o' gumbo. So
Oh yeah, that's starchy.
It's good and starchy.
what, that rice?
Oh my god!
Oh my god.
It's like glutinous rice.
We're gonna be rolling some sushi later,
Well,
right?
I was thinking glue, but not the tennis. It's
Yeah.
glued together right.
And I washed it like for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, you could make some sushi.
Bad batch of jasmine.
Sticky.
Straight up sticky.
All right, I'm gonna get me some more water. We'll be coming up live gumbo.
There's too much water in it.
We got some. Oh, maybe Yankee might have been. We got Yankee gumbo tonight.
I want to tell them people,
What now?
y'all go ahead and buy you one of these pots.
Yeah,
I bought one, and my wife was just a little bit mad.
just a little bit.
Yeah, so you will be all right.
Hey, but she ain't gonna be angry when you fry some chicken in there.
Man, I've been dreaming of nothing but that since I saw this thing.
That's right. That's right.
Man, and homemade tomato sauce for your sketties. What?
Yep.
Anything. That's just
Nice McWare pot.
one bad do.
About 4 inches deep.
4 inches,
12
12 inch,
12 quart.
12 inch, 4
12
inches
inches
deep.
across.
Yeah. It's a 12-inch pan, 4 inches deep. All aluminum, so you're going to get the even heat. Got the heavy bottom on it.
All right, there's numero uno.
Throw your new wave in the trash because it will not work.
Yeah, that's right.
So,
Oh, it will not work on an induction cooker?
no, it's all aluminum.
All aluminum. That's right.
Depending on the stuff down inside of it, it might not. I mean, the easy test is
Yeah.
Mark's got a
Northeast
single, got a
edition.
single inside.
Northeast gumbo. God, Justin Wilson is rolling over in his grave.
I ain't never ate no Yankee gumbo.
I knew. I guarantee. I guarantee that.
Are we sure it's gumbo?
It's like stew.
We'll see. Did they use real gum?
Or is it bisque?
What kind of gum do you use? Wrigley?
Black licorice.
Good call.
Mm.
Hubba Bubba on that deal.
With them spider eggs. up in there.
Super Bubba. All right.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them up there.
Entry number 3.
Ta-da. God. Overachiever.
Yeah. 17 ounces of entry number 4.
We're gonna make a mess on the counter.
Yeah.
Spoon. Was it yours or somebody else?
Oh,
Who else we missing? Is that it? Just 4? Yeah. Or that's all of us? All right. All right. So how are we doing this?
Put some in a little bowl and taste.
Okay. I do need some spoons
yeah,
here.
we do need some more.
So is it 1, 2, 3, 4?
Yeah. One closest to me.
All right.
Make sure I get everything.
All right. Time to throw it down. Get in there, Mike Brown.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
We're judging sample number 1.
You doing number 1?
Number
I
1.
just did one. I'm going to 2.
Yeah, I'm fixing to go to 2 also.
I'm going in number 1.
That's what I do.
I enjoy food, so I can
I see some okra. I see some chicken. Green onions.
Mark, your favorite, all seafood. Number 2.
Cleanse my palate.
Pretty happy with number 1. That's seafood forward, dark roux, rich is all get out.
Mm-hmm.
number 1.
Yeah, man. That's just Maynard gumbo. I mean, I've had it before. That's just how he does it. All right.
Yeah, I ain't mad at 1.
Not a bit.
I ain't mad at 2.
Get some onions and some celery. I gotta get.
This is like a chocolate roux, y'all. I mean, it's like dark.
Yeah.
I only seen one roux darker. That was during the show one time.
Yeah.
Somebody forgot it was on.
But it was, it went
We had a
over.
pretty dark one down at 10th inning. And then they got lightened up with all the additional ingredients.
Yeah. Till we put the Velveeta in it, and then it went over with.
That right there is good, dude. For chicken and sausage, come on.
All right.
It's good. Right. Well, it's hard to. Yeah, said about our seafood. Yeah.
Wow.
But definitely chicken.
Number 3.
Lots of chicken flavor without chicken bouillon.
So,
No
if you caught right here, we had 4 turn-ins for our gumbo night. We got 2 seafood gumbos, really, seafood forward gumbos, 2 kind of chicken.
Mine's a chicken. Mine's okra and shrimp.
Oh, okay. Oh, kind of. So, mainly 3 seafood gumbos.
Yep.
And a chicken gumbo,
I'll break that rice up.
which I ain't mad at.
You could put some split-faced brick together with that. Rice.
Yeah. I ain't mad at nothing right now. And I've had 3 out of the 4.
Me too. Fixing to go for 4.
Very rich, very good.
They just eat faster than I do.
And I think if this was blind, that Dusty would be charged with like marking his box because he puts 17 quarts in a 1-quart bowl.
Yeah, you know whose it is.
I mean, I know exactly whose it is. Plus, he's got $50 worth of seafood in this one little styrofoam cup.
That's what you do. You compete, you add all the goodies, and you never recover any of your money.
And you slowly reduce it by lapping your broth out down the side of the fry.
Yeah. It foams over like nobody's business.
It's a technique.
Gives that little something extra.
Yeah.
If you're not here, you're missing this.
Man,
Yeah,
this right here.
Don't
Yeah.
you know it?
you done missed out.
Yes. See all the nice. Look at the okra slime.
Oh,
That's
See that?
slime up in there.
Mm-hmm.
that is. Okay, I think I got my winner.
Hmm. Hmm.
What about you, Lambo?
Man, I don't know. I'm torn.
You torn?
Go ahead.
After you.
Make sure I got a little bit of everything.
I'm on.
I got more about it.
I bet you
What
do.
you do?
I bet you do.
Another quart.
It don't even look. It don't even look like you took none out. All right. Okay. Clear.
Are you done? You tapping out?
Uh-oh, excuse me. Let me know when everybody that's raising their hand on this deal is done eating and has a decision.
I got a decision.
Oh, I got gumbo in my beard.
I had to go.
Dadgummit.
Harris thought,
Can't be any worse than that.
or better.
Yeah. Oh, Mark Lambert.
Huh.
The pork chop biscuit place was closed on Saturday.
Come on, man.
Yeah, I was upset.
I talked to a lady in Tuscumbia. The old man's been sick.
Oh, okay. I'll forgive that. I'll forgive that. Okay. Are we ready for a raise of hand votes?
Man.
We ready?
I got
Everybody?
I got a quandary.
Yeah, I've got a lot to think on.
Okay. I'm going to raise my hand over this one. And everybody vote that wants to vote for this one, go ahead.
Not one.
Number one. How many votes we got there? Count it up, Mark Lambert.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
All right.
I'm gonna have to.
Hold on, let me write that down. See.
Man,
What you in?
I might be in on it. I don't. Oh.
You going to wait till the end and vote?
No, I'm gonna have to vote for that one.
All right.
So it's 7.
Yeah,
So-
I'm gonna have to vote for that one.
Yeah.
All right. Number two. Number two. The man that cooked it didn't even vote for it.
It was good.
I didn't vote for mine either. Shoot.
Number three. Number four. Jim, did you vote twice or that was it?
I just did them in order.
I'm talking about.
Oh, for first place? No, just one.
Okay. All right. Well, number one's the winner.
Go figure.
Go figure. That is Jeff Gumbo Maynard.
Executive producer extraordinaire.
I'm telling you.
But number 4 was a close second.
I'm going to tell you, Dusty.
One second.
Yeah, that
You
was,
threw it down on that.
It's a whole different game, though.
That is a different gumbo category out there.
Yeah,
Now,
but I do like mine.
what you like, if you heavy okra presence in Mark Lambert's,
Yes.
slimy. You can
No,
see it dripping.
And that's not wrong.
And,
It ain't wrong.
He
But
didn't
you
do
don't like
nothing.
okra.
Yeah, he didn't do nothing wrong on that. It thickened that gumbo up, and all those seeds inside that okra pop, and that's what caused it to thicken up. Okra is a natural thickener.
Yep.
So you got that slimy pull to it,
That's shrimp and okra gumbo.
and that's good stuff. That's pretty legit.
but I'm telling you,
Good flavor on this on the chicken. This was good gumbo. I'm not lying to you. That was good stuff. Maynard, anytime Maynard cooks gumbo in any contest, whether it be up against a pack of nuns or what have you, he's gonna have a good shot. I mean, whatever. Hey, you don't know how good nuns can cook gumbo.
You're right, I don't.
I mean, some of them Louisiana parishes down there, Catholic women, nuns, I'm sure they can cook gumbo. Maynard does a good job. Maynard and Dusty Wally are anytime there's a gumbo contest, they're gonna be up there at the top. I can promise you that. They know how to get that roux dark. That's flavor. That's a art to that.
I tell you what, the Northeast, that's his first gumbo.
That's not bad.
Very good.
That's not bad for first gumbo. I can promise you that. That's not bad.
I just sucked down a bowl of the broth, and
That's
right.
I mean, it's comfort.
Yes.
Like that's almost like if I was sick and I wanted to feel better,
That's coming upon that chicken and
I'll tell you,
chicken noodle soup.
that
flavor.
chicken and rice soup, that
There wasn't nothing wrong with none of them.
Nothing.
no, not at all.
Throw a chunk of that bread to go through that drop. That great.
Golly. But very good, especially if it's your first gumbo. I would cook that for all your Yankee friends, and y'all probably be having a good time up there.
Yeah.
They'll think you're
Yeah, the
Justin
ones that
Wilson
don't
for sure.
barbecue,
Maynard,
sausages
good job on that, brother.
Thank you.
That's the ones that think barbecue is throwing some hot dogs on the grill.
Yeah. We barbecuing this weekend. Are you? Really? Are you?
You sure?
Barbecuing
You
don't.
sure that's barbecue?
Yeah, you sure? I mean, it looks like hamburgers and hot dogs to me, partner.
Of course. When it comes to the barbecue game and the steak game, I ain't taking nothing from them Yankees because I've cooked up there against them.
Oh yeah,
I drove all the way to Lancaster, Pennsylvania to DQ one time.
yeah. I'm gonna tell you, there's as far as SEA and barbecue, and we talked to a world champion from Connecticut today. There's people that can cook everywhere, but there's absolutely people that can cook everywhere.
Tom and Michelle Perelka, good friends of mine, love them to death.
That's the one I'm sipping on after.
They got it going on. at
This
their
one?
place.
Yeah.
That broth, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man,
Man,
Yeah.
it's comfort.
God,
That right there is
I'm sipping
comfort.
on that broth, man. That broth with a little bit of that rice in there.
Yeah, that's the kind of broth I would like. Crunch up some saltine crackers in.
Yeah, they even got it going on in Alaska in the barbecue steak.
That's
world.
right. That's right. So our friends and family that are competitive cookers, man, there's people that can cook everywhere. Doesn't matter. We talk about the South as our region, our Southern food being better than any other. I'm kind of partial to that, but I believe there's great cooks everywhere.
So this one in my book, because it was rich, it was well balanced. It had a great seafood flavor that wasn't outstanding in any particular way. It was just very well rounded, and it wasn't too spicy. It was super rich, and it had a great texture.
I think the dirtier the side of the bowl is, the better the gumbo. You see how on the inside of that bowl, it's just kind of sticky and dirty on the sides. That is that roux, that gumbo right there.
And it's rich. It's got a lot. It's got body.
Yeah,
So
that's right.
this is more stew, like almost like seafood stew. And traditional gumbo, a lot of times it's going to be a lot of broth.
Yeah,
It's going to be a lot of more of the broth that Scott made. Going to be a little more soupy. This is almost to the level of seafood stew.
very good though.
But it ain't wrong.
I ain't mad at it at all.
Not
Yeah,
at all.
if it's wrong, I don't want to be right.
That's right.
All right. So
Right on time.
Without further ado,
without
Are
hey,
y'all gonna draw a chip for next month's number or
Well,
the mini pot?
are we going to do gumbo again? Or are we going to draw it chips?
I say we do gumbo again because there were some people. That was a broken one, or maybe
Oh yeah, I think you should just keep it gumbo one more time till we get a big judging.
yeah.
enough to do it.
Or
legit.
should we do like chicken and dump?
We drawing again? Well, good gracious.
What do you want to do? You're the winner. What do you want
Your
to do?
choice.
It seems like out of only the 6-8 times I've done it, we've done gumbo like 3 or 4.
Well, what do you want to do?
Let's draw some.
All right.
Got the bag?
All right. So half my popsicle broke.
That's why I left it in here. Little shot.
Where's the bag?
Is it right there on that shelf? I don't know.
The shelf's right here.
We're looking for the drawing bag.
That is hidden like you wouldn't believe.
We'll see.
So I play with all the rich seeds since 85. I've got 3 generations now to cook with.
You know,
That's
if I only cooked gumbo most of the times, then I did mini pot, and I won every damn time.
I think I'd keep it.
I think I'd go gumbo.
Exactly. I think I wouldn't want to change. You didn't win any money this time. You can win money next time. I'd say keep it gumbo.
You know that ain't me.
Unfair advantage.
Yeah.
If you're down here, you're going to be.
All right.
I'd rather us challenge.
Well, if you don't know, if it's the first time you've watched, if you're from the Northeast or wherever you're from, we have a little thing on Old School called Popsicles and Prayer, brought to you by Boys Night Out, Team White Lightning. We got a little spicy white lightning right there. I had it on some grilled catfish last night. It was awesome. So if you want a little spice to your life, go out and pick you up some spicy white lightning from Boys Night Out. You can get it at Lowe's, Ace Hardware, all the kind of stuff. You can order it from Mark Lambert. You can order it from, you can get it at Big Muddy Outdoors in Olive Branch, wherever you need to go.
It keeps the good stuff, man.
That's right. So,
And this year at World Food Championships, that's going to get used.
yeah,
Your Texas beef is going to get used.
of
Yep.
course.
Your roasted garlic is going to get used.
And then something to look forward to in the very near future. There will be a Boars Night Out Sweet Swan of Mine collaboration rub
Oh, really?
that's coming down the pipe.
Okay.
And
So, Boars Night Out X Sweet Swine of Mine
Yep.
collab.
it's a collab, and it might be a lot of the flavors you get in double garlic butter and Texas beef
Oh,
twisted together.
oh. Well, it's been done.
That ain't gonna suck.
And,
No.
and it's gonna be dubbed the Texas Tornado.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I love it. But we're gonna go to our Lord in prayer, and thank y'all so much for watching. We're gonna catch it back, and let's go to the Lord in prayer. Our gracious Heavenly Father, Lord, we're just thankful for these friends, and Lord, just thankful for these people watching, and thank you for our guests, and thank you for keep them safe as they travel. Lord, just thank you for this food we had tonight. Thank you for everybody that cooked. Thank you for the fellowship and friends. And Lord, just thank you for protecting us. And thank you for your grace and your mercy. Thank you for your love. Thank you for sending your son to die on the cross for us. May everyone know the saving power of Jesus. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Amen.
All right. Thank y'all so much for watching.
Draw on air real quick.
Yeah, let's draw on air.
That way everybody watching knows
I
what we're
took the
going.
gumbo out.
You took Gumbo out.
You didn't have to. We could have left it to chance. All right. Beans.
Stew.
All
It
right.
was doable.
Kind of like gumbo.
Stew.
Kind of like gumbo.
Kind of like Carnegie sauce.
You could just almost make that same thing again.
Yeah. I might just do that.
Seafood stew. Hey, again, thank y'all so much for watching. We'll be back next week, right? Where are you going? You're going to the Jack. When are you going?
I'll be leaving Thursday morning.
Thursday morning.
Yep.
Well, so far right now, until I find a co-host, we will not have a show next week. If any co-hosts,
I might
Maynard?
be able to do it.
Okay.
Let's talk Monday.
All right, let's talk Monday. Maynard, we'll see you this weekend in Boonville. Everybody be safe going to their contests and whatnot. And till next time, I'm not sure when that'll be, but next time, come back and join
Go
us.
get a
folks.
pack of bomb pops and sit on the couch and
Enjoy yourself.
talk to the good Lord.
And the cool weather. And man, you know that book that God gave us? Open it up. Knock that dust off of it. Let God talk to you through his word.
And go share it with somebody at Cook's Church.
Ain't that right? Man, y'all have a good week. Come back, join us. Next Thursday, we'll be here of some sort. God bless y'all. Love God and love people. We'll see y'all next time. Thank y'all.